Hi, welcome and happy Thursday. It is a pleasure to be here again. Everything is on, everything is live. Let's see what is happening on YouTube as always, because sometimes it goes off. Hello, TikTok. Hi. Okay, YouTube is working. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Hello TikTok, hello Instagram. Today I decided to do two things, the Kalima Oracle as well as the Guardian Angels. We can do one or we can do both. I don't know, whichever one you like. But today I am fired up. Today I am fired up. Baby, I'm your Malaysia one.
That's my screen.
Your Malaysia one. Today I am fired up, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to start by talking about giving up or never giving up. Hello, everybody who is joining me now. Thank you all for coming in. Today I am fired up. I am fired up. Welcome, 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 welcome. I am fired up because somebody I absolutely love and somebody who has inspired me and somebody who has been a motivation told me today that she is going through a rough time and so she was giving up and she stopped the work that we have been doing, the work that we have been called to do. And as I always talk to you, I know how it feels to give up. I know how it feels to be traumatized. I know how it feels to be depressed, to be anxious, to not have anybody around you to help you, to not have the support of your family. I know how this feels, right? So it touched my heart when this lady that I absolutely love and look up to messaged me this morning and said that she's been quiet on social media and she was giving up. She actually gave up for 2 weeks. We haven't heard from her. She hasn't been doing the work. So it put me in a state of mind. I'm like, oh my God, we need to talk about giving up. We need to talk the deeper about the pain that we feel, about the hurt that we feel, yet still we have nobody to talk to. There is no one around to hold our hand. There is nobody around to tell us, listen, you can do this and keep going. Because I know how that feels. I have been there. I tell people when I talk about the products I sell, I don't sell products. I give you a total life change, right? I'm not a coach. I'm not a motivational speaker, but I know how these feel. And I have been there. Hi. Hello, Bintasila. Hello, my Gambian brothers and sisters, my Nigerian brothers and sisters, my African brothers and sisters, welcome. We need to talk about giving up and why we give up and why we feel the need that when it's hard, when it's painful, we give up. And we do that because that is the way we have been raised, right? If you've been raised that way, put a fire in the chat. Put a fire in the chat or tell me about your experience. I was raised in a way where nobody said, keep going. Nobody said, you can do it. Nobody said, this is for you. It's either they're saying, why would you do that? Why do you think you are the right person to do that? Who is going to listen to you? These are the things that I was told when I was growing up. So I would always give up. One of my cousins, it doesn't matter what it is, even losing weight, she will start and then 5 minutes later, she would say, I'm just lazy, I can't do this. And then she would just quit everything. Why do you quit? Why do we quit? If you know that you have dreams, if you know that you want to break generational curses, nobody in your family ever had money. I'm not even going to talk about school or graduating, because you can make money and be rich without going to school. Good morning, good morning. Right? You can make money, get rich, take care of your family, have money in the bank without going to school. But if nobody in your family has ever made it, nobody in your family has even ever had $5,000 in the bank account, 5,000, whatever. Let's use dollars, because if we say naira or we say dalasi or we say any of those currencies, right? In our countries, it has been killed. But why do we give up? Why do we give up? This person that I absolutely love, and she has been a huge inspiration. To just hear her say, there's nothing coming in. And I couldn't go any further. Why do we give up? Why is it that we were raised in a way? Good morning, Liv. Good morning, welcome. Today we are fired up, baby girl. Hello, Sloko. Hello, sir. Welcome. Why do we give up? If nobody in your family has ever made it, nobody in your family has ever gone, just in, got in, been a productive morning. Beautiful for me too. I have been up since 6 in the morning. Why would you give up if nobody in your family has ever made it? Nobody in your family has ever gone beyond 9 to 5, right? We can make a mess. Nobody in your family has ever gone beyond 9 to 5. Your entire family is stuck in one way or the other. You are stuck. And I always say this. The only reason that we are stuck is because something needs to change in our life, and either we don't know what, we don't want to change it, right? Or like some of these bots are talking about nonsense. We listen to nonsense. We talk about nonsense. We watch everybody live their lives and we don't. I want to know, for the people who are serious and who are watching, why do you give up? Why do you think that your dreams cannot come true? Why do you believe that the money you want to make, the places you want to go, the travels that you want to do, the things that you want to have in your life, the generational curses that you want to break, what is stopping you from getting there? Why can't you do it? What is the voice in your head that is telling you that you can't be anything? You can't do anything in your life. What is that? Let's talk about that. Because I want to know. Because I am curious. Right? I know I used to give up a lot. I will start and I will never be able to continue. Everything I started burned down. Because I never had the support system. It was always people telling me, this is the person you are supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to do. This is how you are supposed to think. And this is who you are supposed to be. Yet still our family believe that or think that or force us to prosper. But there's no support system behind us. And then we become victims, because most of us are victims. And sometimes we don't even know that we are victims. I saw a quote that said, There's something called addictive, victim, dictive. You are a victim about your life, and then you become a dick about it. And most of us are that. We blame everybody and we blame everything but ourselves. We don't take the necessary steps, the things that are needed to change our lives because we think that what? It's the government. But these are ideas we got from our families. The government needs to change. My neighbors need to change, right? When it gets too hard to take along, we give up. Yes, yes. But it has to be hard. If it was easy, nobody would do it. Or if it was easy, everybody will do it. That's what I want to say. If sitting here was easy, talking about these things was easy, everybody will do it. I'm not entertaining you. I'm not dancing. I'm not flaunting my beauty or my body or anything else. I'm speaking to you from the soul. I'm speaking to an aspect of you that nobody has ever spoken to. I'm talking to you about life, about reality. If that was easy, nobody will do it. Everybody will do it. It is not easy. That is why nobody is doing it. I don't get up to dance when you are here, right? And the people who are here, who tune in looking for entertainment, you are on the wrong live. You're on the wrong channel. You can leave. If I only have one person watching, that's enough for me because I need people who can hear me, not bots, right? If it was easy, everybody will do it. If the spiritual journey was easy, everybody will do it. If living life was easy, nobody will commit suicide. If getting rich, getting your dreams come true, and getting rich is not just about the money, it's who you become in the process. If these things were easy, our parents would have done it. Because there are some people who are monetarily rich, spiritually dead, and just mentally all over the place. I think I'm going to start with this one, which is the guardian angel cards, to give us something that we can talk about today. Because it definitely hurts me to see people who have inspired me. Good day, Afrocentric. Welcome, welcome. Today I am charged up, Afrocentric. Right? It hurts my heart to see people that inspire me. And this lady didn't even know how much she inspired me and how much I just loved her tenacity. So for me to talk to her and she's like, it has been hard. There hasn't been any money. Things are not going well. So she went quiet on social media. I'm like, one of the things in our communities, we don't educate our children. We are not talking about the new era. How to sell online. How do you sell online? How do you do content creation? We think that all these jobs are for white people. Why do we always think that things are not for us, regardless of where you're from? Africa, Caribbean, African American, we always think that these things are not for us and that we cannot be in these spaces. There was a day that I was speaking to a guy, an Amazon driver. And I was like, how does it feel to drive an Amazon truck? To do all of this. He is carrying this huge bag that they put the packages in. Listen, I love Prime and I love Amazon. Grateful you inspired me. Thank you. I'm glad that it's inspiring to you, Liv. No wonder we're in business together. I love Amazon, but I absolutely despise, believe it or not, seeing older people delivering, older women and older men in the delivery cars with their sons or husbands delivering food, or our very young men delivering, when there is so much resources and so many places to work online. I told this guy, I said, listen, have you ever thought about working online? I said, how many hours do you work with this truck? He said 12 hours. He is with the truck for 12 hours delivering packages. And he said his feet, his back hurts because the thing is too big for him to carry. He's a skinnier guy. And I said, but why are you not looking to do stuff online? He has no idea that people can work online and make money online. Why in our communities do we only teach our children to have a 9-to-5 job, to work for these companies who really do not care? Whether they care about their employees or not, I don't know. I have never worked for them. But the problem is us. We are the problem. Our parents. We don't tell our children the truth because we don't know the truth. And I was like, do you know the real world? He's like, what is that? And I am sure a lot of people watching me don't even know what the real world is, or that even it's a thing. Why? Because people that look like us, we think that these ventures are scams. And then we slave away our life for these companies, whom when we die, the next minute they are looking for a replacement. But the places that can help us make money online, using all these resources that everybody is using, from artificial intelligence. I posted one time on my Twitter and I said, I'm talking about artificial intelligence. I am in a community of people learning about artificial intelligence. So for us, our people, Africans, Caribbeans, African Americans, are we just going to sit and wait until artificial intelligence truly take over? And then the leftovers is what we get, or somebody else create the images that look like us and make money from it, and then we use those instead of creating this stuff for ourselves. Because there are people already using our culture, using our faces, using our images to make money. And they are not even a part of our cultures. They're not us. But we sit and wait. We sit and wait. I am in these communities. Eventually, I am going to learn artificial intelligence, but I feel in my soul that I have to complete the content creation that I am doing first. There is barely any African American, any Caribbean people in my campus. Why? Because they think that these kind of jobs are scam. Network marketing, the easiest, fastest way to make money, because network marketing is all about working on yourself. I sit here and I talk to people, and people say, oh, you're gifted or you're smart. I am not. I'm just doing the work every single day. The people who are creating these companies are called scammers. Yet we watch our children get depressed, anxious, suicidal, giving up every single day because they don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. Everybody is telling them, go find a job, right? Like the bots that come on my TikTok and say, go find a real job. What is a real job? Why is 9 to 5 working for an institution or for a company, wearing a suit and tie, slaving away your time for chicken change, like we used to say in the Gambia? Why is that a real job? Hello, Lamin Kaba. The companies we work for will in a heartbeat. They will replace us in a heartbeat. When I just found out our business, I didn't first think it was real. But when I saw you in it, you inspired me to become a business person. That's why we need more people become open-minded. Listen, I learned about network marketing, about online, working online for a very long time. And I didn't believe that that was a possibility, that that was a thing, until I saw Coach Stormy doing it. And I was like, I'm ready. I know this field. I know what to do here. But then most of us, we don't teach our children that network marketing is an actual thing, is a vehicle that you can make money from, that you can help your community. Why? Because we believe that anything that's not a part of the system is a scam. And anybody who talks about this is a scammer. Like the people that come on my chat and say, I am a scammer. Why do we believe in these things? How many of us, our parents, have worked for years in a company and they are retired and they have absolutely no money, nothing to leave us with? How many of us here watching can say that our parents left us with something that can help us? Because if any of us had parents that left us with even a little bit, we wouldn't be watching here. We wouldn't be here. We would be somewhere else. We don't talk about depression. We don't talk about anxiety. We don't even reach out to each other and say, how are you? How are things going? Are you okay? Is everything fine with you? I don't know about other cultures. Afrocentric, you tell me how it goes in the Caribbean communities. I know in Gambian communities, the first thing that they say is, Yodang Mabai. I don't know how to translate that in English, apart from somebody left you. Like, I left you. Yodang Mabai, Yodang Abon. The person is bad. But never pick up the phone and say, hi, Lamin Kaba. It's been a while. How are you doing? I'm just checking in to see if everything is okay with you. Most of us don't have friends. Some of us don't even have family. But we think that somebody owes us something. And just twisted mindsets. But for me, what really worries me is that the vehicles that are out here for us to make legitimate money in our cultures as a people, African American, Caribbean, These necessary vehicles are considered scams. But then we do not think or even believe that working for a company or having a 9 to 5 job is a scam. That is not a scam, because we have been programmed and indoctrinated that that is the only way to be. Not long ago, probably a few months ago, an African doctor, a lady, a full doctor, went to school, got her degree and all that, committed suicide. She did everything she was told to do. Everything. Went to school, got a degree, got the white coat, yet still killed herself. Okay, I'm gonna start. Okay. My wake up call this year was my dad getting sick, did 9 to 5 all his life, even though he got everything what he wanted. But now the loneliness hit him because he doesn't see anybody. People lining in his office. Yes, he feels lonely, even though he have family. Absolutely. In my head, I have all my professors from the real world because they like to say absolutely. I was what? I alienated as a child, so I never form any strong family ties. Me too. Me too. Me too. This is what we do to our children. This is what we do to our children. Why is it that our communities are the only communities where children say, I have to go find myself? Why do we need to find ourselves? We are ourselves. But some of us have been traumatized and in pain and hurt so much that we are completely detached from who we are. We don't know who we are. We are not in touch with our soul. So after you graduate from high school or from college, you need to go find yourself. And then you find some people in school. I was a mentor in my college, right? Because I went to college for myself. I decided I wanted to go to college because I wanted to study psychology because I dropped out. So I went back to school. Now I dropped out again because I'm like, I cannot do all these assignments. No wonder our campus, we have a huge influx of mental health issues on campus. Even the offices now are starting to do mindfulness, meditation, because people are in pain, because the work environments are not conducive. But yet still, even to this day, we are pushing our children to go to school, to get a degree, to go to college, to do this before you get this and get this and that. Whatever you need to do, you need a degree, you need a certificate, you need a license, you need a that, you need a that. I'm not against any of that. I am just saying, giving you food for thought, something to think about. Why do we need that? Some of us don't even ask, when has all of these things started? School is not for everybody. When I was a mentor in my college, majority of the kids did not want to be in college. They did not want to be in school. They had talents, they had trade stuff that they wanted to do, but there's no trade schools. We are just being pushed and forced to go to school. so that everybody can say, my child went to school, my child's graduation, this and this and that. I went through that. Why do we give up in life? Because we go to school. Who is teaching us about consistency and tenacity and all this stuff? The people who are teaching these things are the people who are said to be scams. And most of these people did not even complete school. They left school. Hello, Bona. One time I listened to Gary Vee. I don't know if you all know Gary Vee. And he was explaining how in school he did not even care to pass the exams. He was just doing the work to get through it so his parents will not be on his back. Because he knew that the things that they were teaching him in school, he was not going to use it. How many of you are using fractions and talking about decimal points? When do you use math apart from counting money or counting stuff or whatever it is? Do we even use calculators anymore? Because we have our phones. Okay, let me stop. It just well, affirmation. In our women's group, which is Girl Hold My Hand, we always have coaching calls and Talk to Me Thursdays, and we have meditations nearly every day. Today was Freedom Friday. The page that I gave you to follow, Live. And one time, a lady came. She's part of the group. And she said that her mother or somebody told her that using her imagination is demonic. Nene, using her imagination is demonic. It's sad for African people. This is always like too white. Oh, it's sad for African people. Without college degrees, we are nothing in society. We think, oh, okay, I was about to say, is that Soloko? Oh my God. Hello, King. Right? Her parents told her that using her imagination is demonic. Some of us were told that meditation is demonic. Why do you meditate? Why do you need to meditate? Or we have the idea that to meditate, to do affirmations, and I'm going to read this card. It's interesting that this is the first card that came out, right? And that's from the guardian angels. That doing all these types of work is demonic. Like Suluku said, in our African societies and African communities, our parents believe so much, my parents included. This is why I always say our parents believe so much that if you don't go to school, if you don't have a degree, you are nothing. That if you don't leave your African country and go to the European countries to study, you are nothing. That you cannot stay in Africa and be something. There's this idea that people leave Africa for greener pastures. Tell me, where is greener than Africa? Greener in terms of nature. The things that I'm talking about is not an awakening for me. It's not like I just woke up one day and like, woo! No. I always say that if people ask me, If you could go back to your younger self, what would you tell her? I would tell her, girl, you were right. Everything you felt, everything you knew was true. Don't listen to anybody. Stick to what you know. This is what I would have told my younger self. Because the things that I'm talking about, even though I had to get to know, learn further about it and understand more about it, I already knew as a child. But everything and everybody told me, everything surrounding me in my environment told me I was wrong. I needed to go to school. I needed to get a degree. My parents, especially my mother, that I needed to leave Gambia. And I would always say, I don't want to leave Gambia. For how many years? Sixth grade, I passed the exam. You should go to America and study. I said, no. Is it seventh or eighth grade before you get to nine? I passed the exam. Ninth grade, I passed the exam. You should go to America and study. I said, no. Ninth grade, go to 10, 11, 12. We finished high school. You should go to America. All your friends went to America. I said, no, I want to stay in the Gambia. And I worked at GRTS for 2 years. And then I saw that you are much more respected. Just like Soloka said, when you have a degree or when you just came back from America or Europe, so you are, special. This is why our people are killing themselves, because people believe they are nothing. People feel they are nothing. Our people feel that they are unworthy, that they are not good enough. These are all things that I felt, that I had to have this degree and that certificate and learn this and do this workshop and do that workshop. And then they tell you, believe in God, believe in God. How can you have two masters? How can you believe in the Most High and then at the same time you believe in everything else society says that you are supposed to do? Do we really think about this? Or am I just weird, like I have always been told? It's because our society then let us be ourselves. Everybody can just, if we were to just be ourselves, we will know that we are all weird, we are all awkward, but we are fine. And then you have the other people who they don't listen. They are more interested in, where is your accent from? Where are you from? Oh, this is your country. And not necessarily the message that is being said. Affirmation. Be aware of your language and thoughts. We talk about this a lot. Live, don't laugh. It always like bothers me, because I know on my journey, I never really cared about where the person is from when I'm listening to them until it is said where they are from. Like, I just want to hear the message that is being said, but people are not different, right? Some people only listen to you if they can say, I don't know, whatever it is. Sometimes it's looking for alignment or things like that, which is fine. Anyway, I look beautiful today, by the way. I feel gorgeous. This is my look. I like this look. Like Lisa Nichols would say, I don't go online for people to like me. I like myself first. And then anybody else who likes me, that's a bonus. And I always felt that. Let's read this. Hello, Ronald. Welcome, Ronald. It's a pleasure to see you, sir. Let's read it. The card we have is affirmation. And I know some people don't even know what affirmations are. I love this deck. Unfortunately, the depiction of the angel is light skin, like we always get. But it is a powerful card deck. Right? Maybe I should color it. Bonner girl. I love Bonner girl. I love Bonner girl. She is always taking care of the chat. These bots. Don't forget them. Leave them. Right? They just come online for attention, which is fine because they bring me the attention that I need, because I need more Gambians to come on my lives. I need more Africans to come on my lives, even though some of us always say that Africans are so negative, Africans are this and that, Africans, and we are like the people here telling me to rebuke the demon and repent to Jesus. You know, we have a lot of our people who are drunk off of the Jesus juice, or drunk off of the Muhammad or whatever juice, right? Because we have been indoctrinated that if you are not Christian or Muslim, you are the devil, you are demonic, that when you die, you're going to hell. If you listen to music, you're going to hell. If you have nail polish, you are going to hell. I'm not going to say absolute stupidity, but I'm going to say, why do we have to have one way of living, one way of being? Maponga, I can never pronounce his name, but I think his name is Maponga. Maponga. He was Christian before. I mean, when he speaks, when you listen to that guy, I'm not sure if he is from South Africa or what. I've never really looked up where he is from. Maponga would say that, why would God bring us here, or why would God give us a mind and not allow us to think? Why would I'm going to paraphrase it this way. Why would God give us a mind and not allow us to think? And then when you say mind, you can't see mind. So what do you see? You see the brain, isn't it? Let me talk about affirmation. Seems like everything we enjoy and love is a sin. God is good. Humans are the one making all this stuff. Exactly. We make up stuff, right? And then we feel so righteous. We feel that God sent us. We are this special being who absolutely know the Bible, who absolutely know the Quran. So everybody we meet, we have to preach to them. Not knowing even the idea of doing that, it's not worshiping God. It's not giving God the due respect. Because why? You're looking down on others. Because you've read the Bible cover to cover and read the Quran cover to cover, you think that your shit don't stink. Don't we all poop and pee and fart? You can't be better than anybody. Neither can you know more than anybody. Right? You can preach to anybody. Because if you really know yourself and you truly know yourself and you have 100% read your Bible and understand your Quran, you are going to shut your mouth. Because even the Bible tells you to be quiet. The Quran tells you to be quiet. Not to go around feeling like you are better than people and know better than people, and you have to tell them how to live their lives. For the people who know the Bible, apart from this one, tell me. Hello, sir. Hello, Stu, my wonderful Christian brother. Thank you. I feel gorgeous. I asked, where is it written? They said in the Quran. I asked, how about practicing the other good stuff in the Quran, not just what you walk for? But people don't want to hear that. People don't want to talk about that. They want to jam the Bible and jam the Quran down your throat because they think that's the way that you worship God. And then they tell you to repent. But I am sure when you look at their life, their shit stink, doesn't it? Let's talk about affirmation. Let's talk about this card, right? Because I know that a lot of people don't even know what affirmation is. Because I myself didn't know what an affirmation is. Bona, don't worry. Let Kalima take care of. Let my devil, let my demon, Kalima, the dark goddess, take care of it. I absolutely love and trust in Kalima. And anybody who is afraid of this or thinks this is demonic, then bye-bye. You can leave the life because I am her and she is me. Right? Kalima. Kalima will take care of it. So, let's read affirmation. Affirmation said, be aware of your language and thoughts. The most powerful statement you can ever make, think, or feel is thank you. Be grateful for all the blessings in your life. As we acknowledge the divine order of life, the universe responds with ever greater blessings. You are a powerful creator. All you say and think resonates through the heart of creation, and creation responds accordingly. Most of us don't even talk about affirmation, think about affirmation, have affirmations, do affirmations. Do you have affirmations around you at home? Some people don't even know what affirmations are. I know there was a time I didn't know what it was, and I have heard people ask me, what is an affirmation and how does an affirmation work? So if you go online and you type in affirmation and you find a video on YouTube, I have some on my YouTube, right? And you listen to it. Affirmation, how do I put this? I don't want to give the regular explanation, right? Because I want to say that what you say every single day and what you think every single day, that's your affirmation. What you say to yourself every day and what you think to yourself is your affirmation all day, every day. Make me a moderator, please. I'll have to figure out how to do that. Bona, don't worry about it. You love those cards. This one, yes, it's really my favorite. I absolutely love Kalima. So affirmations, and I had a statue of her, but everything in my home is breaking. I know that things have to change, and there's a transformation, and I'm changing, and I'm planning to move. It's too hard, and I'm planning to move and all that. So my statues, right? My glasses, my cups, everything is breaking apart. So there is going on YouTube and watching things or listening to affirmations every single day to reprogram your mind. One channel that I always frequent, and especially on my TikTok, right? I have a lot of his videos, and it's You Are Creators. The channel itself is called You Are Creators, and it's by Justin Perry. And he talks about, one sec. And he always talks about his own experience and how he changed his life. And he has a lot of books that explain affirmations and how to reprogram your mind. Because what you think about every single day, that's basically affirmation for me. What you think about every single day, what you say to yourself every single day, that is your affirmation. So when you go online to find something to listen to put you in the mood, even if the motivational videos that the playlist that I put in the Telegram group, that's basically to change your thinking and the way that you see yourself every day. There's a lady that I listen to, her name is Jasmine, Manifest Fast with Jasmine. And she would always say, when you look in the mirror, the person you see or the way that you think about yourself is always wrong. Who you think you are right now, you're not that person. You are more than that person. If you're looking at yourself and thinking you are here, actually, in actuality, you are here. And I'll give you an example. I never call myself a coach or a mentor or anything like that. But people who come on and listen to me call me a coach and a mentor. And I'm like, no, I'm not your coach and your mentor. But that's how they see me. But I don't see myself that way, which means I'm seeing myself here. But they see me over here. Because maybe I am saying things to them that nobody has ever said to them. But that happens a lot. And so every single day, and talking about affirmations, I think I have an affirmation playlist. I will put it in the Telegram group, which is why I always tell people everything I talk about, join my Telegram group. You can find the link in my bio, right? And everything I listen to get to this point, I will put it together in playlists and share it in Telegram. That way you can access this anytime you need it. Because the only way that you can change, very interesting Telegram, the only way that you can change is to be around people who are actually doing the work or going to the places that you want to be. I heard this analogy from Andrew Tate. It's like I say, I'm doing content creation in his school, in the real world. If you check the links in my bio, you will see a link to his school, right? Because network marketing, that's what it is. Nene. Waxoon naa la nga dem si néeg bi démba. Huh? And he would say, if you are in a room full of ice cream makers, I actually memorized this saying because it blew my mind. If you are in a room full of ice cream makers, all they talk about is how to make ice cream, how to sell ice cream, the temperature of ice cream, right? All they talk about and breathe and live is the industry and the making of ice cream and understanding ice cream. Even if you don't wish to learn, by the time you leave that environment, you will know everything about how to make ice cream. And he said it is the same thing with being a millionaire or changing your mindset or being a better person. If you are in a room full of people who talk about money, the only thing that they talk about is money. How to make money, how to store money, how to invest money, the way money works. What is money? Some of us have never asked the question, what is money? Apart from the numbers we see on the screen and the paper that we hold in our hand, most of us have never asked the question, what is money? You ask somebody, what is money? They say, whatever the people explain to be money. I don't even know. He said, when you are around people who they just live and breathe money, and I'm not talking about being greedy, I'm not talking about being stingy, but studying money like you go to school to study engineer or to work for a company or to get a degree. It is the same way that you study money. He said, by the time you leave that environment, even if you were not trying to learn, you will understand how money works. Isn't that true? I don't know if anybody listened to Steve Harvey, but I heard Steve Harvey say that if four of your friends are broke and poor, and you are the fifth friend, you will be the fifth broke friend. If four of your friends are rich and you are the fifth friend, you will be the fifth rich friend. And that's why I created that Telegram group, because I also learned, which was never taught to me, I also learned the power of mastermind. And I think there's so many books about masterminds. The power of mastermind, a mastermind group, a group of people who just have a tunnel vision, regardless of your race, your color, regardless of your size, regardless of whatever it is. Right? But you are in this environment. In my Telegram, we only birds of the same feather flock together. So ask yourself, which birds are you flying with? What is your environment feeding you every single day? If somebody tells you about affirmations, do you say that they are demonic? If somebody tells you about meditation, do you say that they are demonic? So I created that because, one, I have learned the power of masterminds, where, again, it's a tunnel vision. Wherever who you are, wherever you're from, whatever your skin color is, we just talk about one thing. In my Telegram, I just post about one thing. It's all about growth. It's all about being better, getting to the places that we want to be, realizing our dreams. If you're white, you're not superior. If you're black, you're not inferior. We just have a tunnel vision. Because believe me, I had to experience this to understand this idea. I mentioned this yesterday, being in the real world. Hello, Girl Wake Up Podcast. I like that name. I'm seeing your comment here on my computer, but the camera is here. So hello, Girl Wake Up Podcast. And it reminds me of Sarah Jake Roberts' sermon, Girl Get Up. Yeah, Girl Get Up. I watched that so many times. I still watch that and always recommend it to people. So creating a mastermind group, being around people who are going somewhere, to where you want to go, to who you want to be. Listen, sorry, before I came on today, I listened to a lot of Eric Thomas. I love Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher. If you don't know Eric Thomas, listen to him. Before I come on live, I always listen to Eric Thomas, some sort of his motivational stuff, because he always talk about having a why, and the fact that nobody's going to outwork him. He doesn't do what he do because everybody's doing it and because they are motivational speakers, or that he wants to be like Tony Robbins or any of that. No, he does what he does so that his wife don't ever have to work again, and that his children's children will always be provided for. He has a why. Let me read this card again. Affirmation. Be aware of your language and thoughts. The most powerful statement you can ever make, think, or feel is thank you. Be grateful for all the blessings in your life. As we acknowledge the divine order of life, the universe responds with ever greater blessings. You are a powerful creator. You are a powerful creator. Anybody ever told you that you are actually a creator? That you create? That the life that you live today, whether you like it or not, you created that life. Thanks for sharing the videos on Telegram with such an inspirational words. Yeah, because it lights a fire in your soul. Most of us are alive, but we are dead. We're like the walking dead. We're alive, but our soul is dead. Because the music we listen to, the movies that we watch, the places that we go, nothing is feeding our soul. Instead, it's sucking our energy in and using our energy. Do you know that everything that you see and everything you watch is a ritual? Concerts are rituals. And I'm not talking about it in a bad way. Everything is a ritual because they take in your energy and then use it for themselves. All the negativity that's surrounding us is taking our energy and then use it to further whatever it is. You don't believe me? Look it up. You are a powerful creator. If you're waiting for God or for whoever or for Jesus or whoever or Allah to change your life, then you have the wrong mindset. If you believe that nothing is going to work for you until you have money or become a millionaire, you have the wrong mindset. I know, because I had that mindset. As a woman, if you believe that if you're not married or you don't have a husband, like society tells us, and then we believe it. We had that conversation yesterday on Girl Hold My Hand, Coach Stormy and Natasha Main. Natasha Main is a family lawyer. The ideas we are being told as women, you can't do this, you can't do that, right? Without a husband, you are, something's wrong with you. Without a child, something's wrong with you. Or you have a child and then your parents are forcing you to get married to the guy when actually the guy doesn't want to marry you. Or maybe even you, the woman, you don't want to marry the guy, but you're being forced to do so. So you cannot create your life. You have to watch the replay. Yeah, it was at the same time with the 1000 family training. So I sent you to 1000 family because, you know, that's the one that's needed more now. But I'll send you the link, or I will put the link inside the Telegram group so that you can access it anytime you want. So we get told all these things, but then we don't have the opportunity to create our lives, to create the life we want, to create the life that we can live. And when we teach our children these things from a very early age, to let them know and let them understand that they have the power to actually create the life that they want, to orchestrate how they want their life to be in the driver's seat of their life, then we will not have children trying to find themselves after college, or children who just create absolutely nothing. Because unconscious parents create unconscious children. Yet we demonize the children, we ostracize the children. We talk about the men sitting outside, drinking coffee and doing nothing, listening to music and smoking weed and all blah, blah, blah. In Gambia, we call it the campes. We talk about them, we put them down, but nobody's asking what kind of home did they come from? What were they being told as a child? You go to the hood, and everybody's looking down on these men who are outside on the streets selling drugs and smoking and falling apart and getting drunk and all this stuff. We put them down. But has anybody ever told them that they are a creator of their life and that they are powerful creators? Do you think if somebody taught them these ideas, for us to see God within themselves, not to see God as the white man, not to see God as something in the sky, not to see God as this thing that's going to take them to hell and destroy them and never forgive them? Maybe if somebody told them that God was within them and they have the power to create their own life, maybe they just not might be out in the street. They said God already knows everything that will happen in the future, but turn around to judge you. Society is the big problem. The big problem is that our parents believe everything they have been told so much that even to change, even some of us, we say what? I'm never going to change. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. I have learned when somebody say I am never going to change, take me or leave me, this is how I am, I distance myself from them. Because if you're never going to change, you're never going to change your mind, you're never going to be better, this is who you're going to be for the rest of your life. You're never going to grow. That is called what? A fixed mindset. All you say and think resonates through the heart of creation, and creation responds accordingly. I'm going to get one more card, and then that's it for me. And life is growth and learning every day. You need to learn everything new every day. Who says somebody just gave you a compliment going in and out of the store in Walmart right now? Someone looked at my screen and said, she's beautiful. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel gorgeous today. I'm going to get one card from Kalima, because that deck, my daughter chose the deck. She's jumping and dancing. My daughter chose the deck. But I truly, truly felt so fired up today when this lady told me that she stopped what she was doing because there's no money coming in. And a lot of people, they cannot even transition from the 9 to 5 to making money online, because we are all conditioned to think one way. One of the reasons we all flock to the European countries, because we have all been conditioned to think one way. This is the way that everything has to be. And this is the way that everything has to look. Like I always say, sometimes I don't even know where all of these things are coming from. Or that I didn't even know I could talk this much. Or even the fact that I knew all of these. But like I said, it doesn't really surprise me given the things that I watch, given the things that I listen to, and given the people that I am surrounded by. Because for me, right, I was never skeptical. I don't know. I was never skeptical or felt any way the first time I heard Andrew Tate speak. Because most of what he was saying, for me, it was like, I have said this thing. I knew this thing. I told this to somebody and they said I was crazy. Put something in myself. So just one card. And this will be the end of it. My hands are so small and this card deck is so big. The greatest gift we can give our children and our community is self-knowledge. It is self-knowledge as well as support the dreams and the goals of our children and show them which way to go. When I was in therapy, I told my therapist, I am not lazy. I actually enjoy working because right now with my content creation, I'm probably working 12 hours a day. We have been programmed in the real world to be able to edit 6 videos every single day. So I can sit down and edit 6 videos plus the live. And I feel like I can still go even more. I absolutely enjoy it. But I told my therapist, I said, I know 100% if I had the support I needed, or if I had the support when I needed that support, and I had the people, and I had my family specifically when I needed them, my life would have taken off a long time ago. But everybody thought I was crazy. Why? Because I didn't want to work 9 to 5. Because who I was very different from who society was. When I was working at the Gambia Radio and Television Services in the Gambia, as a reporter, I will constantly get kicked out of the State House. When Yahya Jammeh was president, because there were rules and conducts and this and that. But then look at the president he turned out to be. This is where you have to dress. This is where you have to act. And I will come in with my shaved head or puffy hair and short skirt. And they will say, oh, you can't get in. You can't this, you can't that. I'm like, okay, I don't want to do it. And then they will say, oh, we like your voice. We're taking you to the State House today. I'm like, I'm not going. Because I'm not wearing a long skirt to the floor and whatever wear to cover myself and this and that. But the person in charge, the Gambians know what I'm saying. One card. Fascinating. We have mantra. That other one was affirmation, and this one is mantra. So I'll read the mantra and then end it. It's already 1 hour, 14 minutes. Even though I always say, oh, I only want to do 30 minutes. This will be the end. This is mantra Shakti. And this is the Kali Oracle. Here, everybody see it? Facebook end. That's fine. Mantra Shakti. Let's see what it says. Hmm. 40. 202. Huh? Really? Okay. Mantra Shakti. Her voice creates and dissolves universes. Her vibration within our souls creates our life path. You have the sacred power of voice. How shall you express it? To call for effective divine assistance in all ways? Do not allow negative thought or speech to undermine your inner spiritual connection. Claim your voice and your power to create. Isn't it fascinating that in this deck, I hope it's up top, the card that came out was affirmation and talking about you are a powerful creator. And then this one is saying, claim your voice and your power to create. Listen for inner guidance and then set your course in motion. Though it may not yet be visible in your physical world, a new order is generated within the soul. In time, it shall manifest in transformed physical circumstances. Make sense to anybody? YouTube, tell me something. I'm looking at the comments here. Instagram and TikTok, tell me something. Making sense, right? This one, the affirmation card, it said, be aware of your language and thoughts. The most powerful statement you can ever make, think or feel is thank you. Be grateful for all the blessings in your life as we acknowledge the divine order of life. The universe responds with ever greater blessings. You are a powerful creator. All you say and think resonates through the heart of creation, and creation responds accordingly. Right? Sure. Okay. And then, yes. Okay. Liv said yes. Okay. And then this one, Mantra Shakti said, her voice creates and dissolves universes. Isn't it refreshing to hear her instead of his, but his or her voice creates and dissolves universes. Her vibration within our souls creates our life path. You have a sacred power of voice. How shall you express it? To call for effective divine assistance in all ways. Do not allow negative thought or speech to undermine your inner spiritual connection. Claim your voice and your power to create. Listen for inner guidance and then set your course in motion. Though it may not yet be visible in your physical world, a new order is generated within the soul. In time, it shall manifest in transformed physical circumstances. Oh, let me see here. All right, I like this. The power of the word as a creative force has been acknowledged through the scriptures of multiple spiritual traditions, from Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam to the New Age and more. Word is vibration. It is resonance. It is sound directed into intentional form. Mantra is sacred word, a sound that holds not only the power to create form, but has medicinal qualities for healing mind, body, and soul. This is juicy. In taking form, it creates new and vastly improved circumstances on all levels of our being. The sound of a beautiful voice can draw us closer, and the shrill sound of something harsh repels. Sound can bring harmony from chaos and create beautiful patterns for manifestations that are healing and enhancing of life. Didn't Bob Marley say that? It can disrupt and break apart that which has been built. Sound is powerful. Didn't Bob Marley say when the music hits, you feel no pain? Okay, that's it for me today. Unless there's a question or something else to say. But as I leave, right, I want to say that it's time we open our mind to different ways of living, to different ways of being. The idea that you need a 9 to 5 job, how many people do you know right now in your life who have degrees but they cannot find a job? How many people do you know who did everything society told them to do, but their life is an absolute mess? What was the card name? Which one? The guardian angel? The guardian angel is affirmation. And if it's the Kali oracle, I think it's mantra Shakti. If you're talking about this one is mantra Shakti. And for the guardian angel, that one was affirmation. It's time, and this is my it's like you're reading my mind. Yes, I am. Yes, that's mantra Shakti. It's time we open our mind to new ways of being, new ways of living, different ways of getting what we want in life. Right? I'm not saying that there are not people out there who are scamming people, but sometimes you have to look at things in a deeper way. I am also not saying opening our minds. Yes. I am also not saying that going to school and getting a degree is a waste of time. I am not saying it. Some people say it because of their life experiences. I know that, I created my own bachelor's degree and then thought I was graduating. And then they said, no, you need one more semester. And I'm like, then I'm out. Right? Because I was already exhausted with the assignments, never ending stuff and this and that. And I consistently had to go on different teachers on YouTube and find different books to get the actual information that I was looking for. But there are different ways of being, right? It is time that most of us understand that just the script that has been written for us is not enough. Go to school, get a job. We also spend our best years as young adults in school, not doing anything in life, but just constantly going to school. Go to school, get a degree, get a job. Is that an old script but it's still the same script we are walking on. Get a job, get married, go to Europe, go to Paris, go to vacation in these countries, get a white picket fence, and then what? Retire, get a 401k, and then live happily ever after. But are we living happily ever after? The people that we call scammers are actually the ones who are making actual, real, tangible money and doing things that they can actually see manifest in front of them in their life. And I am in these communities and I see these people actually teach people how to understand money, but everybody else tell them that they are a scammer. Why? Because we are from societies and communities and places and people who think that anything that doesn't involve the system that we were raised in, then that's a scam. But we never question the actual system that we are in and we have been indoctrinated in. Most of us have been raised to believe that when you see a billionaire, when you see somebody with money, I was raised like that too. I used to think that way. When you see somebody with money, when you see somebody driving a nice car, luxury car, what is the first thing that come to your mind? Or they are drug dealers, or they are gangsters. Why do they have to be that? And then some of us have been raised to believe that in order to make the kind of money that we want to make, or to be the people that we want to be, you have to sell your soul. The Illuminati and all this stuff. And many of us believe it. Some of us still believe that when you see somebody who is rich, they are scamming people or they are doing something wrong. But isn't that explaining our mentality and the ideas that we have been raised in and what we think life is supposed to be? Most of us are broke and poor because we hate rich people. We hate people who are making money. We hate people who are better than us. We are judgmental. We are greedy. We are jealous. I was all of this before. I was one of these people because that's what I was raised to believe. That if you see somebody who's making a lot of money, then they are doing something wrong and they are breaking the law. And then, yeah, thank you, Afrocentric. This is what we're told. Even if somebody actually sits you down and say, live, if you see anybody who is making money, they are a scammer, or they are a drug dealer, or they are killing people. Even if nobody told you this directly, the environment, the subliminals that come from the environment will tell you these things. And worst of all, there's us, our communities, who don't care to support the next person. The environment, it is always our environment. From my own personal experience, that is why when anybody asks me anything, the first thing I say is, what kind of environment are you in? What are people telling you? The people that surround you, what are they saying? What are they saying? Because whatever is happening in your environment is what's happening in your life. From my own personal experience. Because whatever was happening within me is basically what I'm watching happen around me. Some people think it's a scam. Yeah, yes. Some people say it's scam. A lot of people think that the real world is scam. Us, the students, have talked about it. People are making money, a lot of money from the real world. I have talked about it and told people that I am in the real world. If you want to join, use the link in my bio and all this stuff. People say it's scam. People think Coach Stormy is scam. And us who are under her, we're scammers as well. But then what do people consider scam? Because they are being scammed every single day. And if somebody pours into us, if somebody is being nice to us, what do we say? Why are you being nice? Do you want something from me? And why do we feel that? Because most of us have never been shown what love is. On my YouTube, I post about these products that I take because I use them. And I always tell people, before you buy what I talk about, let's first talk about what your goals are. What is it that you want? And why are you buying these products? Are you ready for transformation? Because you're not coming to just sell products. Neither do I sell products. I give you a total life change. I give you a transformation. But people don't. It's like scam. I don't trust you. Why? Because I'm not wearing a suit and a skirt and all this stuff that we have been told that this is the way we're supposed to be and blah. Oh, okay. I have to go. I have to go. But remember, the very people that we think we are scammers. Um, I don't know if you know what's his name. Wall Street. Wall Street cannot wait to get my package. Oh, I love that you are excited about the package. I don't know if you know Wall Street Trapper. Wall Street Trapper, right? He deals with stocks and bonds and all this stuff. But I think he went to jail one time. And there's an interview with him on something theory. What am I forgetting? The impact theory. He has an interview on impact theory. And he said that when he was in jail, he was in the same cell. His cellmate was this white dude. And every conversation with this white guy was always what rich people do. What rich people do. Because the guy now understood what he missed in life, right? And how to change his life. And because he was in jail, he was constantly, all his time in jail, the white guy, constantly reading and understanding stock, bonds, government, all this stuff. So when he shared a cell with Wall Street Trapper, Wall Street Trapper said the white dude only talks about what rich people do, what rich people do. And he said that the guy told him that all the gangsters are on Wall Street. All the gangsters are in the government. The people that we consider gangsters are not really gangsters. The real gangsters are the ones that we trust. Trapper, yeah, Wall Street Trapper. So I'm going to leave you with that. Most of the time, this is going to be recorded and it's going to stay on social media, but it's on YouTube anyway. You can find a video of him talking about that on impact theory, that all the gangsters are on Wall Street and all the gangsters are in the government, right? Adios. If you want to buy the products, if you want to change your life, don't even buy the products. Join my Telegram group, right? Let me feed your soul to the point that you're ready to change your life. And then we can take it from there. Wish you all the best. As always, it was mentally stimulating. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the fact that you trust me enough to even be here and listen to me, to find some value in the things that I'm saying, and for you to actually let it to change and transform your life, right? Because as I always say, I'm not giving you fluff. I'm not trying to entertain you. I'm not trying to make people like me or love me. And the things that I talk about, I live them, I studied them, and now I'm getting out of it. So this talking about it makes me feel good. And so I'll see you again. Thank you for your time. Bye bye, TikTok. TikTok never wants to end. Bye, Liv. I'll see you. Bye bye, Facebook.